With food, water, and clothing, shelter is one of the basic human needs. It is a necessity for our existence. Due to the high densities of our cities like Sydney and Hamilton, problems with the supply of affordable housing often arise. Both these cities have implemented strategies that aim to restore the housing supply and decrease the number of homeless individuals. The city of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. According to the 2011 census, the population of the Hamilton metropolitan area was 519,950. Hamilton has a land area of 1,138 square kilometres and a density of 465.4 persons per square kilometre. In 2014, the total median household income for Hamilton, Ontario was $84,980 per annum. The city of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. The total number of people residing in the city of Sydney as of June 2015 was 205,339. This number is expected to grow to more than 269,000 by the year 2031. Sydney City has a density population of 372.4 persons per square kilometre. The average weekly income for an individual resident of metropolitan Sydney is $888 per week. In 2006, 44% of renter households in Hamilton were spending at least 30% of their incomes on accommodation. Furthermore, nearly half of these households were spending greater than 50% of income on shelter. Since the start of the economic recession in 2008, the waiting list for social housing in Hamilton has increased by a shocking 29%, with thousands of families still on the waiting list for affordable housing. There is increasing need for implementation of policies, procedures, and initiatives to help continually decrease these statistics. As a proactive measure and response to the problem of affordable housing, the government introduced the Hamilton Affordable Housing Partnership Initiative in 2002, as well as the Keys to the Home, a housing strategy for Hamilton, in 2003. The partnership had three goals in mind. 1. To promote existing housing supply initiatives from all three levels of government. 2. To develop new initiatives. 3. To facilitate the development of affordable housing through the use of the HAHPI fund. The plan was introduced in December 2013 by the Hamilton City Council in order to develop outcomes, targets, strategies, and actions to address affordable housing needs and homelessness in the community. Outcome 2 of the plan is to increase people's housing affordability, stability, and choice. Target 1 of the outcome aims to see the waiting list for access to housing be reduced by 50% by the year 2023. Target 3 aims to reduce the number of renter households paying more than 50% of their income to rent by 5% in the year 2023. These numbers will be determined by the 2021 census. Affordable housing provider Indwell constructed the Rudy Holst Commons. It consists of 47 permanently affordable housing units that were completed in June 2016. This project was partially funded from the three levels of government, with $5.73 million out of the total $8 million being contributed to the Indwell Group. Non-government funding provided a total of $2.3 million. In 2010, the Long-Term Affordable Housing Strategy for Ontario was launched. Its vision is to improve Ontario's access to adequate, suitable and affordable housing and provide a solid foundation on which to secure employment, raise families and build strong communities. Since 2003, the government has invested over $2.5 billion to build new and repair existing affordable and social housing. A key part of ensuring affordable housing is accessible for all will be through proposed legislation. This will ensure that these policies and plans are upheld. Many of the policies and strategies put in place by the governments of Hamilton, Ontario could be adopted to not only help make housing more affordable in the city of Sydney, but also help to reduce the homelessness population as well. In New South Wales alone, there are around 28,000 homeless individuals. Like Hamilton's 10-year housing and homelessness action plan, the City of Sydney can adopt aspects of their plan to ensure outcome and targets are met. This can only be achieved by the input of all three levels of government, working with the private sector, particularly in ways of financial support.